Doc, you talked before the game yesterday about coming in without a real point guard. I mean, do you have further adjustments to make?
No, Murph, that had nothing to do. Honestly, that had nothing to do with not having a point guard. We made bad decisions, and it wasn't Avery only. I mean, Paul had 6 turnovers, Jeff had 6 or whatever. So I honestly didn't think that part of it didn't play out. I mean, Avery could have made some better decisions, and so could everyone else. But we made some unbelievable decisions with the ball. And I thought a lot of it, we just became impatient. I think 3 or 4 post passes to Kevin were just impatience instead of advancing the pass, letting the next guy, each guy who had it was 4 different guys, so it wasn't the point guard. They saw Kevin, they wanted to get it to him so bad almost. I mean, 2 of them, one was a cross-court post pass, which I don't think I've ever seen, and the other one was passed on the other side of the half court to the post. I mean, those are just passes we can't make. But, that's why the film's good. They'll see that. They'll see the wing guys who are open, and, hopefully we can do a better job of that because we got to get Kevin in the right spots.
Have you had to vanilla it up a little bit?
Not really. We know what we want to run, and, and we're pretty consistent with it. I thought we did a great job of running our stuff in the first half, and I thought in the second half, honestly, we just became an ISO and a bad space team. I don't mind ISOs if you're into good space, but it's not like that for us. We haven't done that, and we did it, and it was really vivid on film, and so I think our guys will at least have a chance to look at it and see what we can do better.
Doc, what did you guys? I mean, Melo started out the game 4 for 4. What did you guys do defensively?
Oh, we didn't do anything. We really didn't do anything different. We guarded them better, closer. But he made 3 of those shots that honestly, him, Paul. You can name about the 10 guys who can make those shots, and he'll probably continue to make those. The ones we have to take away are the 2 threes he got on offensive rebounds. He got another one off a loose ball where they swung it out to him. I mean, when you look at those points and those shots for him, those are the ones that hurt. Even he had one in the 4th where Jeff was guarding him, I think, and Jeff loaded to the ball instead of remembering you were guarding Carmelo, and he lost sight of Carmelo, and Carmelo got the little elbow shot. So, I mean, you can see the shots that he got that you don't want him to have, and you can see the shots that he made that you shake his hand and say, that's why you're Carmelo Anthony. You can live with those.
In terms of offensive rebounding, is it a little bit difficult to do against this team because they shoot so many threes, which results in a lot of long rebounds?
Yeah, but that one stretch, those were not long rebounds. Those were guard rebounds. Even though guards, usually get long rebounds, those were guard rebounds under the basket where we just turned and watched, and the guy ran right past us. So those are the ones that again our guys will see those. And honestly, and I won't say names, but watching it live, I thought it was actually someone else every single time. And then when you watch it, it was another guard that didn't. I don't know if it made you feel any better. They still got it. But, that's why you watch the film again.
Doc, with the bench, you just figuring out that rotation of guards and what?
No, I didn't mind. I thought Jordan should have played more in the second half. I thought he just gave us. It's funny, he didn't score, but he created baskets. He created that 3 at the end of the first quarter or second, I don't know which quarter it was, because he has the ability to do that. And I tell you, he's buying in defenseman. He can continue to do that. Then he has a chance to help us. And then other than that, Jeff's minutes were a little too high. If we're going to ask him to be that good offensively, and I thought he was on Carmelo too much. Personally, that was not supposed to happen. There were supposed to be, probably about 25 switches that we didn't do, and they kind of left Jeff on him more than you want. I don't think one man should guard him the whole game. I just think that's exhausting. And Brandon did a pretty good job at the times he was on him, and Paul's going to do some. And then, we may add one guy. That's it.
Did you think getting Jason going? Getting him going. You guys do anything?
Yeah, we can. We didn't. We didn't do a good job with that last night, especially in the second half. There's so many ISOs, and Jason has nothing to do with it. In the first half, Jason didn't score, but he ran that play with the pick and roll with him and Paul. We scored 5 times in a row because of Jason Terry's involvement. So I don't actually look at if he scored. I look at the points he created. And the first half, he created 12 points. In the second half, it was all ISOs. I mean, it was just, it's not us. You know, we're not built that way. You know, Paul is. And Jeff is, if it's open court ISOs. But half-court set ISOs for Jeff is very difficult.
Doc, you talked about ball movement and how it went away yesterday.
Yeah.
And from the outside, it seems like just such a simple thing, but it's, you know, but just how it's a little more complex.
No, it is. I mean, it's easy to just say it. You know, we did lose our trust a little bit. We had 3 or 4 next passes where we clearly have to make the next pass, and we decided to hold it and shoot it. And it's not, you know, a lot of people say, well, look, guys are being selfish. It's not that at all. It's guys want to win. Sometimes they want to win so much they get in the way of themselves. And I thought we did a great job of that last night. You can see it. And it'd be great today when we watch it because you could see several guys. They know they should make it. There's one guy actually took the shot and then did like this. He knew it, but he still shot it, you know. But they want to win, and that's a good thing. And now, you know, you got to get them to understand you got to win together. You know, you're not going to do this there's no single guy that good.
It's something that gets in the way. That's just the instinct aspect of it. And you guys really haven't had a ton of time, you know, with certain groups.
The instincts, and then, you know, the biggest part of what you just said is the ton of time. What I saw and what I hope they see is that Paul is really good, and so is Jeff. You just can't lean on them to say win it. And it turned into that in the second half. It just looked like they just kept throwing it to them and standing and said, go do something. And, you know, it's just hard to win that way.